Seems okay? Okay. Wow. What a mission. Holy dooly. Konnichiwa. Hello. Okay. I was sitting like down the hill. Can you hear me okay? How's the audio? Because yeah, I'm wearing my mic. But happy Easter. If you guys can hear me. We good? Kill. I was sitting down there with the cars. But I think I'm a bit far away from the internet. So we're back up here. But happy Easter everyone, and how's everyone's day been? What have we all been doing? Oh, and I was also attempting to stream to Twitch and Kick again, but we're just gonna stick with Twitch. Say hello? No. No, you've definitely been rolling in something. Removing crackhead wiring from my shitbox. Was it your crackhead wiring or some other crackhead? I really done anything today. Yeah, we just drove from where we were camped back to mum and dad's, and I've just been chilling out, doing nothing. Had a very, very chill day. I think I will attempt to move down the hill in a bit. I know. Ads. Yes, that is, see, like Kick at the moment, because I'm not an affiliate, I don't have any ads on there. Keeper with the sub. I don't have any. Oh, I do have an alert. Look at it go. Whoop whoop. Oh wait, is that show up for you guys? Thanks for the sub, Keeper. Look, I attempted to stream to Twitch and Kick. However, I don't think my internet here suffices. I'm just on like Wi-Fi at the moment, so yeah. Excuse me. Rude boy. But thank you for the sub. Yeah, that's my bad. I attempted it twice. I attempted it through Stream Elements, and I attempted it through Restream, and nope. And even the stream, I've dropped it down to 30 FPS and lower bitrate and 720. So yeah. Oh, hey. Well, I had to sit close to the house for the internet. I had to sit close to the internet. Yeah, well, I tried it down there. Not on the Starlink Keeper. I packed it all up when we left camp and I was gonna get it back out, but we're leaving tomorrow, so I was like, nah. No, let the goats out. Let all of the animals out. But how is your Easter Keeper? We've sounds like everyone has had a pretty lazy day. Fairly lazy day. Yeah, I feel like if I was on Starlink, it would be fine. It would be so fine. I don't think I'd have an issue. Hey, you want to be on the live?
Hey?
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 Fuck you and your lie.
No. How do I flip this? Look at these bees. Marking assignments? That's harsh. That is harsh. Yeah, so this is the issue, right? So the Starlink, when you set it up, it has to like see where the obstructions are. It takes like 6 hours or something. And yeah, I made the mistake of leaving it on overnight, and then it drained the shit out of my battery. Oh, and my fridge just doesn't cycle off, so that was also draining my battery.
Breakfast.
Okay. What you got there?
You're missing Harry Potter.
Which one?
I don't know.
Is it on TV or you're watching it on Netflix? Oh, so that's why we got crap internet, because you're just streaming Netflix.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, so six hours it takes to, but you don't really need to do that, because you can just look up and be like, okay, there's no obstructions. So if you just put it in a good spot to start with, it's fine. But I was like, oh, I'll see what it does after 6 hours. Maybe it gives me some cool topographic map or something. I don't know. Anyway, it gives you nothing. So don't recommend doing that. And yeah, so I took my battery down from 100 down to like 70% or something. And then with my fridge not turning off and it being overcast and then raining half the time, yeah, I ended up turning the Starlink off to try and conserve a bit of battery power, just in case we needed to something else. I don't know. Could build a fucking obstruction over it for 6 hours. I know. It was I don't know. It was a bit over the top. I think it's more meant to be like if you were in an RV and you went somewhere and you were setting up for like a week, you would leave it on all the time, obviously, and it would be fine. But for 4 days, probably not worth it. So what you can do is put it in sleep mode, so that it doesn't actually draw any power. It doesn't give you internet, but you don't need internet, obviously, during the main days. Look at these little goatee boys. Look at them. Bye-bye. Takes a week to set up. Yep. It's like a really quick setup. It's super quick. I just plug it straight into the inverter and I put the dish on the roof, which I thought it was going to fall off. And it was windy as, like a heap of gazebos blew over. It downpoured heavily and it did not fall off. I was quite impressed. So green. I know it's so much different here compared to like 3 hours north in Townsville where everything's just dead. But Mackay is so nice. Mars like the goats. He does not care. This is all he cares. This little bit of pipe. Look at this. Zero care. There's like bush turkeys back there. There's a peacock, goats. And he's like, nah, man, I want to get me some pipe. That's what I want. Like the worst type of cattle dog or working dog in existence. Oh, okay, so you've leveled up, Keeper. I've realized that there's 2 leaderboards. There's one for Twitch and there's one for Kick. And I can swap back and forth. And that's why some of my alerts were different, is because there's different alerts that I've got to set up for Kick and Twitch. So now you're leveling up on the Twitch leaderboard, Keeper. I found this out when I was like, why are my alerts for Twitch subs not updating? And it's because I've got to like manually go in and update the Twitch ones different to the Kick ones. Anyway, that's what that is. Well, the plan is when I'm home, Mum's internet's a bit how you going. So when I have my internet, I will be back on Twitch and Kick at the same time. That's the plan. Need to move home full time. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, why does anyone move out? Well, my parents used to live in town when I was like living there, and then when I left home, they moved out here. Like, look at this. Look at this. It goes for ages that way, and it goes for ages that way. There's a creek back there. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I lived so far in town that it took me ages to get my learners up because it was only 5 minutes drive to school. So what, like, it took ages to get the 100 or 200 hours or however many hours you had to get. Sounds like my parents in Atherton. Atherton's so nice. It's very green like this. It's so quiet out here. Lived in town all my life, then when I left, they bought a nice property out of town. It's so rude, eh? Like, they're like, it's like a reward. And we're all like, what the fuck, Mum? Why? Why'd you do this? Why? It is. Although every time I've been to Atherton or like Malanda or even like Gillies Range, it's surprisingly never raining, but it's always pleasantly cool. It's just like fresh and cool and not hot. You moved out, they get more money to move. Yeah, well, it's pretty ridiculous because housing in Mackay is insane when the mining industry is good, obviously. It's a very like mining town, so house prices can be like ridiculous one, decade and then plummet the next. So it was, yeah, it was a weird time. It was a weird time. End of Bayswater Road was considered out of town. Yeah, I remember because we used to go to towns a lot when I was growing up because my family's from the Burdekin. So yeah, I remember when there was no like bushland beach, and like if you lived out that way, it was like driving to another city. Like, how could anyone live out there? And now it's just normal. So weird. So weird. But the cars went really good. So we took both. We didn't take the trailer. I'm gonna try and walk down here and see if it like cuts out. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, bye. Bye, Marzi. I don't know why it's on the wide angle camera. Wonder if I can change that. Oh God. It was Serengeti, it was not Sydney. Yeah. I don't think I was going to Townsville when it was technically another city. Maybe I was. Maybe I was just too young to notice. I don't know. Something's happening. Oh, Dad's back, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the cars went good. So we borrowed a rooftop tent because we didn't take trailer. We took this car and this car. But I love this car. It does so well, and I'm so like happy, and I'm just content. I was at uni when that happened, but we've already established I'm old as fuck. We've already established that everyone here is old as fuck, depending on who's it in comparison to. So it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I took a heap of stuff. It was really good. I don't have in the box that it came in, which is why I was like, I don't really want to set it up. But we're on 26%. Some goatee boys. Where? Oh yeah, I'll grab that. Yeah, so the fridge is drawing like 3.5 amps. Pretty consistently. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. How's that, Luke? I walked too far away. I dreamed too big. Let me look here. Dude, my sea boy. I know, I do need to move him closer. I just wanted to see what the Enerdrive system was on. I also figured out that solar panel at max sunlight, like, does anyone have a better idea of solar panels? Because, oh good, I'm upside down under the steering wheel watching this. So it's a 160 watt solar panel. Ow, Mars, that was my foot. 160 watt, and it was at max like sunlight in the middle of the day, no clouds, no overcast. It was Stampede. Go on, go. Get your thing and go. It was only putting in like 8 amps, and don't get me wrong, 8 amps is good, better than nothing, but I can just run my car and it'll put in like 30, 40 amps. So, and like that's with perfect, clear, hot ass sun. So what is even the point? Like I just thought solar panels would be further along than what they are right now. And I've tried to find something better. Somebody said to put a house solar panel on. And I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I need to look it up. You want to be on the live? Just talking? Oh, about anything and everything? That was a quick run to town. Oh, okay. I see. So yeah, I don't know if I just want to make my whole roof, because the whole roof of Old Boy is just wasted space, really. Oh, thank you. Got chalky milk, which is iced coffee. Like, yeah, I could put a bigger solar panel on, but do I want to? Can I? Is there something better? I don't know. I thought solar panels were better than what they were. I've always gone camping, right? And I've either been in shade, or it's been overcast, or raining, or there's always been a reason why. I'm always just like, oh, it's because of this. It's because it's raining, it's because it's overcast, it's because the rooftop's not pointed at the sun. Like, that's why it's getting low amps. But this weekend, it got the most optimum amount of sunlight, and it was still below 10 amps. And I was like, that's sad. That's not good. Just do it then. But I don't know if it's going to be any better. The best I can find is a 200 watt solar panel that does 10 amps. And I was like, what? According to my calculations, 120 watt at 12 volts 10 amps. Yeah. Like, calculation wise. But it doesn't actually end up resulting in that, you know? So I don't know if there's like mad resistance in the connections or what? I don't know. I want like 30, 40 watts, 30, 40 amps. Why is that not a thing? Like, why is that not a thing? That should be a thing. Having a mad fire down here. You guys can't see it. And I definitely can't walk down there, but. Oh, that's like the camera there. Worst part of a long range tank is having to fill the bastard. I know. The 75 for years I thought had a 60 litre tank. Because when the needle's on empty, you can fill it up with 60 litres, but it's still got another 30 litres underneath the empty mark. So for years I was like, nah, it's a 60 litre tank. Then when I found out it was a 90 litre tank, it hurt a lot more at the fuel station. I was like, what is this? Find out I've got 30 more litres in my tank. It was such a stitch up. But the 76 is obviously a 130 litre tank, and yeah, that's painful. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. You'll never get the full 10 amps out of them. Yeah, it's honestly, I'm just a bit disappointed, to be honest. I just, like 10 years ago when I had a fold out solar panel that I would put out like on my bonnet and run my 95 litre Waco, like I thought 10 years from then we would be in a different spot, but we're kind of just in the same spot. Solar panels just doing the same thing. Drox with the sub, 31 months, holy dooly. How many, that is like a grown child. That child's walking around at 31 months, holy dooly. Thanks so much. Drox, how's your Easter going? Multiple panels in parallel. I could probably fit, I reckon if I laid them the other way, 3 panels. But I got to try and find the smallest panel size with the biggest watt rating. I just put 115 litres in the BT. Is the BT really bad on fuel? Because weren't the older BT50s real bad on fuel? 200 watts is only 16 amps. Yeah, so or the Red Arc 200 watt solar panel, the max output current rating I think was 10 amps, but it was at a certain voltage. Solar panels are shit. It's doing my head in. I want technology. Some technology is far exceeding expectations, and then other technology is just lacking. Like, who's working on this? Is anyone working on better solar panels? Easter's going good, getting ready to go away next week to a bush block a fam friend has. Why was that so difficult to say? I swear this is the first one for today. I swear. I feel like we're still chopping. The quality's a bit Generator for the win. Look, I can still start my car and pump in like 30 amps. So, and like probably more if I like gave it bump the revs up a bit. But it's a decent amount that I'm like, why would I don't need a generator. I just need a fridge that cycles off for one, and doesn't constantly just draw 3 amps. And that would be good. Pretty good. Did a 5,500k road trip in December, average mid-11s. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can start working on it. Look, I don't believe I'm equipped to work on this solar panel dilemma. Maybe I am, because like obviously they've got, I think there's like 3 or 4 different types of solar panels. From what I gather, the actual solar panel stuff, there's like different types. And I just thought that we were further along with the amount of renewable energy research. Has it just not trickled down into the 4-wheel drive industry yet? Like, is that the holdup? Because I think there's better stuff out there. Maybe it's not just in 4-wheel drive camping solar panels yet. first one for today, but how many last night? I didn't have, I think I only had 2 last night because I knew we were leaving this morning. So I was like, no. And like, it's really hot in the mornings in the rooftop tent. And because everyone's camped really close to each other, you can't, like I had to zip up all the windows. Otherwise they're just like seeing into your rooftop tent. And that makes it like a little hot box. So, Car question, is there any downsides to using the high flow diesel in a regular car as opposed to a truck? No, there's like, if it's just a high flow diesel Bowser, a lot of like smaller vehicles, it either won't fit in, like you physically won't be able to put it in, or it will, it'll like constantly be clicking on and off because the input to the tank is like shaped wrong in a lot of smaller diesel cars, and it'll just click the pump off constantly. But diesel is diesel, and they can like market it however they want and be like, this is premium diesel and this is like fancy. It's just different additives, but it's diesel. It's crap. If your car runs on diesel, it'll run on any diesel and it'll be completely fine. Everything will still wear exactly the same in terms of injectors and all that trash. They really do market the crap out of fancy premium diesel, and it's, I don't know. I have not seen any evidence that supports a better outcome from premium diesel. Ain't got time to slowly fill 140 litres. Yeah, well, a lot of the fuel stations now that are being built are actually, they come with the buttons now so that you can just convert a standard pump to high flow, which is good because I don't like going to the truck pumps often because I block up trucks getting in there, and that would piss me off as a truck driver, so I try and not go to the truck ones. From my limited experience in renewables, solar panels have hit the plateau. Yeah, solar panels I think did, and the wind turbines did as well because of the maintenance costs on them. I think they're building a hydrogen plant in Townsville, or they're talking about it, or something to do with hydrogen in Townsville. Just meant the flow rate in the tank. Yeah, it's normally just they don't fit, that's the drama. But I think that's more with like SUV diesels, those little like hatchback things. Their inlet for their fuel tank is like really small, and so the high flow diesel pumps don't even fit in there. Yeah, it's really funny. Turbine tech. It's just funny how like all you need to make energy is something to turn. And like I just keep seeing all these crazy things that people are coming up with to like make something turn and not use energy. Like flowing water, they're like using the tides to like lift big blocks up somewhere, I think, and then they hold them there, and then when the tide goes down, they drop the blocks under gravity. The gravity of the block going down turns a wheel, which turns a turbine, which makes power. And they're not using any energy to lift the blocks, they're using the tides or something. Something like that. I'll have to find it, but it's the thought process of seeing these things come to life is like so weird. It's so weird how that's such a big problem. Like, how do we turn this thing without using energy to turn this thing, to make energy? It's weird. Doesn't fit, just stand back and aim at the hole. Oh. If I saw someone doing that, I think I would just drive away. I don't even think I would try and deal with that. Wave generators are maintenance heavy. Just everything, eh? Everything's like, oh yeah, this is such a good idea. And then they're like, either don't think about the maintenance or they don't like fully comprehend the scale of maintenance that these things require. Just a bunch of engineers that are like, this is a good idea. This will work so good. And then there's not an operator or a maintenance guy standing there going, you know what, this is probably not a good idea. Salt, water and electrical says no. Yeah, actually I didn't read it, I just saw a report or a study or something about how they were having mad issues with those things that they put in the ocean that gets energy from the waves, and it doesn't work because corrosion is scale build up and just all this shit. And I was like, yeah, you can keep that. Worked in Zoolander. If it works in Zoolander, it's gotta work, right? It's gotta work. Oh man, there's just, the whole renewable energy thing is just hectic. I love reading about it. I love seeing all the ideas that just energy engineers come up with, and you're like, wow, that's not gonna work because it's gonna get loud. There's a quad coming. Yeah. Seen it on TV, so it must be real. Must be. It must be. That's like my whole subject, like engineering 1, the first subject you do is just talking about stuff like that and discussing it and how it's an issue and how it needs to be fixed and how do we look at problems and how do we work on them and how do we take care of the stakeholders, and it's funny. Engineers haven't clicked on that ideally they need to design themselves out of the process. So they design things to keep them in work for decades to come. Yeah, look, I've started to see that even with like our work that we do as like from the lowest, I think the lowest level of engineering, which is like vehicle engineering, is like vehicle modification engineering, is once you do something once, you're not really needed anymore as an engineer. And it's very hard to continue working without taking yourself out of the system and like making no income forever. Like it's a delicate balance. It is. But I don't know, it's interesting. I find it interesting. I think that's happening a lot at the moment with technology as well, like the whole ChatGPT thing. And like a lot of software developers and stuff are all like, are we gonna lose our jobs? And it's like, well, you better learn the process or get left behind, really. Like you gotta like invent a job for yourself basically that aligns with current technology. Not saying it's easily achieved, but it should be the goal. Same as healthcare. Did I see something that it's free for nurses to study now, or it's reimbursed somehow if you want to study to be a nurse now in Australia? I can't remember where I saw that. Imagine if they made that like everywhere for every important job role. From a healthcare perspective, that's why I strongly dislike chiro, as in chiropractics people. Chiropractics are like, we were talking about this at camp, I think. It's like defense doesn't believe in chiros because it's like a pseudoscience of healthcare. So you can't get like defense medical to pay for you to go see a chiropractor in defense. And I went to a chiropractor growing up because I did gymnastics, but you had to keep going. And as soon as I left home, and I couldn't afford it, obviously, I was like, couldn't go. And I was like, man, it'd be really nice to go to the chiropractor, but I'm obviously fine now. And it's like, that was a scam. 100%. Where did I see that about nurses? Nurses? Why did I say that with a lisp? That's the exact reason I hate them. Yeah, it's like you can crack my neck and it feels good, but like, do I have to keep going here? Where did I see it? Did I dream it? They address an issue and it only helps if you keep seeing them. Anything that's like that, it's got to be a scam. Like if you have to keep going back, it has to be a scam, right? I do not know where I saw it. Maybe it was in America. Who knows? Who knows? Oh boy. Spinal alignment isn't a thing unless you have scoliosis. There are muscle imbalances that cause pressures, but cracking your neck won't address the actual cause. Yeah, it's just, and there's so many things like that, like even like supplements and like excessive tablets and just all this stuff that it's like, if you are not, like if you're just not eating right, or if you're just not, like you have an actual problem where you're like something is low in your body and it's not producing itself, like why are you taking all this stuff? Jenny dreaming about nurses. I don't know, I swear I saw something that was like it's now free to study to be a nurse, and I swear it was in Australia. Our whole team sees the physio weekly, I reckon. Yeah, there's 100% physios in defence are huge. Like I'm pretty sure half our workshop, like of diesel fitters and like all our general fitters and mechanics, all like I reckon over half of them went to the physio, 100%. Like, and defence just has physios at the gym and in medical, and yeah, that's very, very common. There's I think a lot of people probably should go see a physio, even though they've probably never been. You found the thing? You found the thing. What does it actually say, Keeper? This is my problem. I just like do a mad scroll and I see things and I go, oh, I'll look into that later on, and then I just never do. So I know something exists, but I didn't look at it close enough to know what the fuck was going on. Oh, he's coming back with his rod. You are all wet. One wet boy. Enrolled nurses, TAFE course, are able to become registered nurses, a uni degree for free in Victoria. Interesting. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie though, I wish they would do that for everyone, but I understand why they can't. And if they were gonna do it for someone, nurses is probably a good start. But yeah, that is interesting. Would be a shorter course to get credit for a lot of stuff. Yeah, which I think, like, even for a lot of trade related stuff, there would be a lot of crossover if you wanted to go and do a degree in the engineering side of things. Especially if you already worked in a place that does a bit of engineering work, then the RPL would be nice. Especially given how hard Vic fucked their nursing workforce during COVID. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I wonder if like a lot of them left and then they like didn't have, they're like trying to get them back. Wonder if that's the case. That would be sneaky if that's what they're doing. Because I know a lot of people just like, I'm done, I'm out. No thanks, not for me. Victoria in general just got a little bit screwed over during COVID. Government's so sneaky. They're so sneaky. Oh boy, I need to move around the corner and get some sun here. There's a little bit of sun. Oh, thanks, Hidden. I've tried to add one, but it doesn't work. I keep trying to add it to the outdoors one. The travel, I think it's called Travel and Outdoors. IRL one. I can hear Harry Potter on the TV. Pardon? Okay. Maybe I'll go on the other side of the house. I don't think I've got internet over there. I'll go over this side. Wait, where's he starting it? No, but where's the chainsaw going to be? I can't even go there, it cuts out. Yeah, I know. Let me move over here. It's going to be a chainsaw apparently. Yeah. Is there an IRL one, Quilly, to make it? Free thing is for current studying nurses and the ones that left that wish to re-register their skills. Interesting. You're not usually here in real life. I'm not normally here in real life. I am, yeah, that's the one, Hidden, the travel and outdoors one. We're technically outdoors, we're not really traveling. I mean, we're kind of traveling, but not like super traveling. Should I or shouldn't I shorten the wiring harness for the e-lockers? What wiring harness did you get, Luke? Like the, is it a Harrop e-locker? Because the one that comes with the terrain tamer kit was pretty spot on, but I think it would be pretty easy to shorten depending on how the plug is. Jonesy with the resub, 7 months. Thanks so much, man. How you going? How's your Easter? Harrop terrain tamer kit? Yeah, I don't know if we shortened ours. Did we shorten ours? I don't think I shortened mine, but I have a single cab, so it was a fair, I don't know, I routed it a fair way, so I felt like a bird's nest under the dash. Maybe I shortened it to the switch. Actually, I might have shortened it to the switch for that reason as well, because it was a pretty good wiring loom, the one I got. I don't know if they're still that same quality, but the one that I got, I was very impressed with. It's on my YouTube video. I'll just go back and watch my YouTube video. Mars has pooped somewhere over here and it's fresh. Oh. I'm so glad that you guys cannot, like, you can see and hear everything, but you can't smell, and that's a good thing. Thanks, Quilly. We are outdoors, and look, I hope it is. There's either, it's like goats which just eat grass most of the time. Mars, the peacock, and that's all that's here at the moment. There's nothing else. My Easter is going good. How's your Easter going? It's pretty good. It's pretty chill. We got the rums. We got the cars. We got poop. He's gone over to these bushes somewhere. Oh, it's every time the breeze comes past. Oh, that's so bad. Let's smell my rum. Anyway, how's your Easter, Jonesy? What have you been doing? What has been going on? I'm pretty sure Luke's the only one who's actually doing any work today. All of us are just doing nothing. Oh, and Keeper's marking, he's doing work too. My exams, like I get my results back so slow, and I don't know if that's normal. I felt like when I did uni last time, oh, I can see a cat. Maybe it's the cat. The cat has done the shit somewhere. I just saw him. The culprit. Excuse me. Yeah, it takes ages. Like I just do an exam or I do a quiz or I do a whatever, an assignment. I want my results back instantly. I don't want to wait. What do you mean I gotta wait? Just blaming everyone else for this shit. It wasn't me. I was actually really amazed at the off-road challenge. They had really good toilets, like proper toilets, and really good shower blocks, like hot showers. And it was really nice. I was planning on not showering for like the 4 days that we were there, but I had a shower every day. It was lovely. And yeah, it was nice and hot, and there was plenty of them for everyone that was there. It was pretty good. Just pottering in the shed with beers. Pottering along. I like it. I like it. Just got back from seeing family. Gonna get some sleep soon before work tonight. Oh, that's harsh. Do you get paid extra? 'Cause Easter? Come mark some for me then, you'll see why. Yeah, look, I understand. Like, I look at, but to be fair, I look at some of the questions. I'm like, why would you ask this question? You have to mark this. Why would you ask this? Like, make it easy for yourself. Make it easy for everyone. Jared, hello. Hey, going? Got to pick my parents from the airport at 7:30. How far is the airport? Is it like a big drive? Whose Hilux was that in your last post? The Comtruck Hilux, Luke? Wish it was that easy. I'm out in the bush camping on the CCs. Oh, well, cheers. Cheers, Jared. Cheers to the CCs. I was gonna have a CC, but the rum was calling my name. 30 minutes, that's not too bad. I think I'm like 5 minutes from there. No, 5 minutes from the airport? It's pretty close. Yeah, so that's the Big Wheels. So Big Wheels truck alignment in Townsville or Mackay. They're like a franchise, so there's like a few different ones, but the one in Townsville is Jay's brother-in-law, so they own that one. And that's their comp truck. So they've done Carnage in Serena and this one, and they're gonna do Carnage again this year. Yeah, so they went good. So now it's John's, and Tyson is the navvy. And yeah, they did pretty good. They did 2 hubs, the studs snapped off in the front, and 1 rear diff. But luckily we had an 80 series there, and we harvested some parts from the 80. There's a lot of comp trucks there actually that have, they're like real they've been used and like through younger generations. It's pretty cool. The that comp, that Mackay Off-Road Challenge, has been running for over a decade, I'm sure. I've like wanted to go back because like we used to camp at Kathu, and it's really close, obviously, right on the road into Kathu is where the comp is. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to go back. It's pretty crazy that in the 10 years of comp trucks, they still all look exactly the same. They're all patrols, pretty much, with kings. You ever raced one or wanted to? Look, probably not, because it just seems, after so many years of watching, it is irrelevant of how good you build something or how well you prep or how experienced you are. The outcome, you can't ever guarantee it. Like, you'll always surprise break something, or you'll bring the wrong parts, or it would have to be like a whole lifestyle for you, a whole passion, and it is just not mine. But there was this leaf spring Jimny, and it didn't get any DNFs, like it finished every single one. And I was like, you know what, leaf spring comp truck would be the jam. Just be something different, because they're all obviously coilovers, or coil shocks. So I just think leaf springs different and cool. The Mackay one was, apparently it was the last one, which is pretty crazy because all the shower blocks looked like brand new, or like at least like refurbished, and just, yeah, I don't know, like it's pretty crazy that's gonna be the last one. But I can understand how running something on that caliber on your own property would get very full on. Like I would get over it after a few years, and they've been doing it for a while, so I can understand. I was a part of the ASCC in Townsville back in the day. Did a photo shoot at SKC Fab here in Townsville, and they're telling me one was finishing up this year. Yeah, it was that. SKC Fab was there. They did one of the last races where it was like 3 trucks. They had to work together, like they couldn't finish the race until all of them were through the course, so they could like winch each other and help each other. And yeah, they did it right. The SKC White Patrol, I think it was. Had to put my freewheeling hub gears into my 75 to get where I'm camped, as I haven't got around to getting new hubs yet. Oh, fun times indeed, Jared. That is hectic. I love getting to spots like that where you're like, gonna need the hubs for this one. 100%. I know they had Clayton's blue nav, and the comp truck didn't have a colour when I was there. I don't know if this was the comp, because they had like a Weekend Warriors event where it was like road registered cars could come and do the course. And I think it did that. I don't think it did. Maybe they had another comp truck, I don't know. There was too many. There was like 25, I think. But they were all really spread out, so it was hard to, and by like the first mud hole, they were all mud coloured, so it was hard to tell who was who. But it was pretty cool. Oh, in case anybody missed it and who's in chat, the next giveaway has gone live now. And I think I put it to close in 2 weeks from last Monday, because everyone who was a subscriber got early access. So you can enter every single day, and yeah, so it closes in like a week now, a week and a bit. Nava's road registered, the comp truck Def is not. Yeah, I know, would be nice though. Comp trucks being registered would be hectic. Need to be able to post pictures in chat. Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to use the Discord more for. So if you like want to post a photo, when I'm normally on the computer, I have my Discord open. So like if you're in chat and you want to like share a photo or you're like trying to explain something, Discord is normally where we can put that. I don't know if I need to make like another little channel for like live chat, like when we're live on Twitch or Kick or wherever. Make a little chat in there that's where we go to post photos. I could post the cars, but there's a model in front of them. That's fine. That's fine. We like those too. But yeah, so make sure you enter that giveaway. The link, I don't think I've actually put the link in the main Discord channel yet, so I might do that. But it's definitely in the subscriber Cool Kids chat, and it's on my link in my bio at the very least. I'll post in Cool Kids. Yeah. Cool Kids get the stuffs. But yeah, I'm going to go and chill by the fire, which unfortunately is out of range a bit, a tad. But thanks guys for hanging out on this little IRL. This is the plan, to do more of these, but I will be doing them with either the Starlink or at least mobile data to try and like stop it from going crap quality all the time. So at the moment it's like I can't stream in 1080 because it had the SADs. How's the weather up there? It's 10, like 10 degrees. It's been ridiculously hot this weekend. It even rained and it was still hot. It was ridiculous. It's 28 degrees here. It's 28. It's been over 30 and no wind. Like none of these trees are moving. Everything is like dead still. And that's why it's been gross. Hey Mars, it's been yucky. Boop. I'll go have a look, keeper. I'll go have a squiz. But yeah, I'm gonna go put the giveaway in the main Discord channel for all the non-cool kids. And all the cool kids can go look at Keeper's photo. And I hope you all have a lovely Easter. I'm driving back to Townsville tomorrow and might do a live stream, maybe. Not while I'm driving, like when I get home. It's raining here, but toughing it out. I would like it to rain. I don't mind the rain. Now that like we're not camping in the cars, rain would be lovely. Ah yes, thank you Quilly. Thank you for the link. I had a few dramas with the link, with it not working, but I think it's working now. Drive safe. Thank you, Keeper. I shall. I have to drive very slowly. I have this thing in Old Boy at the moment where it sits on hot, like the needle sits on hot. No idea why. It could be a number of things. There's like a long list of things it could be. And one of them is it might not even be hot. It could just be a faulty gauge. It could just be lying. Because it's been doing this for maybe 2 years and obviously the car's fine. So is it even getting hot? I don't know. Been working the last few days because I've been logging in. Stop logging in, Keeper. Gosh. Just put the phone down. Put the phone down, walk away. Go lay outside on the grass. So yeah, I should probably look at that in Old Boy because the highway driving is what's doing it. Like it's fine around town. As soon as I get on the highway and do 100, it is on hot. It is on hot. I want more entries. Oh yeah, well yeah, get your daily entries in and then put the phone down and then walk away. But like a phone interview for like their newsletter things, and they were like, oh, we'll like send you out a pair of boots. And I was like, I have enough boots. I have a whole rack of steel blue boots that I don't even wear because I don't go anywhere, right? So I just wear the same boots over and over again, like my work ones. And on this trip, I wore my other set for once, but I've still got like 4 other sets that I'm just like not wearing. So I was like, how about you give me a set to give away? And they were like, oh, we'll give you 2 vouchers so that people can pick their own. I was like, yes, do that. That's a good idea. So that's how this giveaway happened. And yeah, they're giving 2 away. And I'm thinking of maybe drawing like a 3rd, like surprise giveaway member and giving them like a voucher to my own website. Because I think a lot of people would have a use for that GPS tracker that's on my website. And obviously like not everyone won. There was only 1 winner from the GPS tracker, so maybe they could use it to buy one of those. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking though. All for the Mars merch, but I'm completely out of Mars merch at the moment and I need to get some more. Serviced my 75 the other day, broke the wires to the green plug on the oil cooler. Hasn't done anything that I've noticed. Yes, so I believe mine are also broken and it's fine. So don't even worry about it. I don't have a temp gauge that goes into my radiator either. I've only got the one that's in the back of the block. So it's like that reading hot, I'm like, yeah, it probably is hot there. It's probably fine. Can we rig it? I need new boots. Everyone needs new boots. Everyone was like, I need new boots. Some guy sent me a photo of his boots all taped up, like with duct tape. And I was like, you actually need new boots. Like you probably can't wait till the giveaway. Voucher for selfie with Mars. Marzi! He's the worst for selfies. Because he's got to always be looking at the ball. That's the problem. I know you. I know what you're about. See? I'm gonna hold it out here like this. And then you take the photo really quickly. And that's how all Mars photos are taken. I just have one on the top hose for temp. Yeah, see there's a spot there on mine to have that, Jared, but I don't actually, it's a blanking cap. There's nothing in there. So I'm gonna get a red arc gauge, I think. A red arc gauge? 1 gauge and put it in there so that I know what at least the temp is at the radiator. That's the plan. Okay, I'm going. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thanks Quilly for modding and doing all the hard work while I sort my life out over here with our dodgy interwebs. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream. We'll be doing a dual stream next time, Twitch and Kick again. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Make sure you enter the giveaway and okay, enjoy your Easter, eat lots of chocolate. Bye guys. Bye. Say bye, Mars. Say bye. He's like, fuck you guys. I don't want to say goodbye.